What would happen if Cell had won against Gohan? Now, of course, during this time of Dragon Ball Z, we had the Cell games, and Cell was taking on Goku. Then he took on Gohan, where he reached his defeat by Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And what if Cell was able to defeat Gohan in their big beam struggle that they had at the end of his arc? Now, there's a couple of different things that we can dive into to see, what would take place if Cell won. Now, on a good note, there's a possibility that, let's say Cell was to defeat Gohan in the beam struggle and Gohan somewhat survived, and the planet wasn't destroyed. And this is like a very small chance, but let's just say that by Cell defeating Gohan, there is a possibility that, Cell, knowing that Gohan is the strongest at the time on that planet and he was able to defeat Gohan, one side of him could be catered to, that the Saiyan in him wanting to fight someone strong, and he might pull pretty much the same type of thing that he just did with Trunks earlier in the arc, by allowing them to have more time to go train and come back to see if they could put up a better fight against him. Now, this is just something on a lighter note, but on some other notes, there's a possibility that, if they would survive, Cell would probably just kill everybody, not trying to make the same mistake twice, by seeing that he'd never been close to death before, with Gohan being able to humiliate him and make him lose his perfect power, reverting back to his second form, and having to pretty much blow himself up because of him being a sore loser at that time, but able to get a second chance to come back more powerful at this point. Now, Cell may want to keep on getting stronger and have a challenge to fight, because the Saiyan in him, especially the Goku inside of him, he will want to have that. But also the Frieza and King Cold would also like to, just destroy the planet, coming from like a King Cold side, and just be done with it. But then there's the Frieza side that want them to pretty much suffer and him get like a kick out of it. And I think that also plays a factor of 17 that's absorbed inside of him, on his personality, of like him kind of like wanting to play tricks on people and have fun. So just having that, those different personalities inside, Cell would definitely get bored. But by him having Frieza and King Cold cells as well, he definitely would know about, that there's other creatures and beings out there in space, where he may try to pretty much, now acquiring, the instant transmission, he'll be able to teleport to different planets to seek out strong fighters, to pretty much, get a kick out of it and test out his perfect power to see if he's the strongest in the universe. And I think that's kind of like where Cell will pretty much have his goal going on at that point, that he'll pretty much want to seek out other fighters. Like I said, there's that aspect, or he may just leave, the Z fighters alive to see if they can continue to put up a challenge against him and have some entertainment, because he know he would just be bored, especially if he blew up the planet and he doesn't know for certain if there's anybody else out there in the universe, by him just traveling the universe, blowing up planets and stuff like that, which I don't think that would be really in Cell's nature, due to this, the DNA that he have. Like I said, even for somebody like Frieza rather run an empire and have people praise him and just be known as the strongest. And with Cell having that, he still won't just have destruction inside his mind. Like, partially he'll have 17, but even then, this 17 is a little bit different from the future 17. But he'll definitely love to play tricks on people and just seeing that fear and that horror. So there is those different aspects. But outside of that, we never got a chance to see where Cell personality will really grow at some point. Like, if he would want to, start up an empire or something, just by him having his Cell Juniors and, pretty much having them run free and pretty much create his own little army, and have maybe like Cell Juniors as his army to pretty much, praise him and stuff like that, being like their, ultimately like their father and his kids and stuff like that, and multiply with different, cells throughout the universe, and creating his own race essentially. So that would definitely be something, interesting on that aspect. And on another note, if Cell was to pretty much kill off all the Z fighters, now two things could either happen. Either after that beam struggle, Cell may just after, wipe everyone else out and just blow up the planet. And typically, if he doesn't just blow up the planet instantly and everyone gets killed off, there's a possibility that, Bulma will use the Dragon Ball to try to wish, everyone back and have another chance against Cell if he doesn't blow up the planet right away. So there is that aspect as well. But overall, I think that there's still a chance for them to still, do something about it, even if they was to all be killed off. Because like I said, at the end of the day, if they really want to do something, the planet blows up, Goku could always just have King Kai communicate with the people on Namek and have them use Porunga to try to wish back, Dende, and have him pretty much use or create new Dragon Balls to, wish back the planet or anything like that to that nature. So there's still other ways for them to still kind of survive and come back, whether Cell wins at the end of the day, because with them just having knowledge of Dragon Balls on the planet, there's going to always be a scapegoat for them to try to bring everyone back. But at the same time too, this information could get leaked to Cell somehow and he goes searching for that new Namek to stop that from happening. But who knows? So there's definitely a lot of different possibilities, but it's possible that it can go either way. Cell may just destroy everybody and they may try to find a way to come back to combat him, or maybe not. He may give them a second chance just to have someone to spar against and test his power against with them to have some fun. So not saying he won't kill off anybody, but because he definitely killed off Trunks, but we don't know. So that's it for this video. Get in the comments, tell us, what do you think Cell would do if he won?